I'll tell you, when I started working in India, I started with 10,000 rupees. When I left my job, my last job, I used to get somewhere around 40,000. And in Hamburg, price started with the Stanley, somewhere around 3,000 euros. And after all my expenses, I can save easily euros per month. Easily I'm staying. If I try more, I can do more.
So hey everyone, if you are thinking of starting your career in Germany, you might probably have a lot of questions, right? Is the salary really that high? How does life actually look like in Germany? And after paying your rent, your expenses, your groceries, how much can you actually save at the end of the month? To answer all of these questions, we have Akshay Datta with us today. So Akshay has been a part of BorderPlus and is now working as a nurse in Germany. So to answer all of these questions, let's get started with our conversation with Akshay. So, hey Akshay, how are you doing today?
Hi Aditya, thank you so much for having me here, and I'm doing really great. Hopefully, you are doing also good.
Yep.
So, let's start on this.
Definitely. So, before we begin the podcast, let's just have a quick conversation. I just want to know now that you know the German language, if you had to just say one line in German, what would that be? Let's just keep it fun, maybe very casual. So just go ahead and shoot a single any line which you would want to say.
Okay, usually if you ask this question to anybody else, as it is like morning in Germany, everybody will say you Guten Morgen. But I'm in Hamburg. In Hamburg, we say Moin.
Okay. Cool. So, couple of new words for me as well. But yeah, good to know your fluency in the German language. So, cool. I hope you're doing good, and we'll just have this conversation just to understand how actually is the life in Germany, and just to address a lot of questions that aspiring nurses who might want to go to Germany will have, right? So, first let's start with your introduction. Tell us more about where are you from in India, what did your childhood actually look like, and how did nursing as a career come into your picture of your career path?
Okay, so I need to go a bit back.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Akshay Datta. I come from not very small, but a mid-scale village from West Bengal in India. And the name of my village is Anandapur. That's almost 120 kilometers away from the capital city, Kolkata.
Okay.
So yes, I have been grown up. I was born there, and I have been grown up there as well.
Okay.
I have completed my studies till my higher secondary studies. I was in my village. I was not. I have never been outside of my village. Yes, there are small towns nearby, so yes, I know some basic things like how city works or town works, but I have never been to a big city or something. Quite a couple of times with my father, I have been to Kolkata. That's the only metro city I have known. Then, after completing my higher secondary education, because of nursing, I studied my nursing in Bangalore.
Okay.
So I did my higher studies. I did BSc Nursing from Bangalore City College of Nursing, and that was in Kalyan Nagar in Bangalore. That was one of the most posh area in Bangalore. So yeah, a boy coming from a complete village directly into the IT boom area.
Yeah.
So that was the biggest cultural shock and first time like panoramic view of the city. And now sitting in Germany and talking to you, yes, life took me a long way.
Yeah, you definitely have come a long way. Right from a very small and remote village to going to Bangalore for your education, and now sitting in Germany doing your nursing career, right? So amazing, good to know that, Akshay. Just tell us in brief, how did nursing come into your career? What was that turning point which made you think that, okay, this is what I want to do in my life?
Okay, see, being very frank, I was not knowing that what I exactly want to do. Okay, as a child in, like you understand, in India, children are not that privileged to choose. Like not really now, but priorly in past, there was no choice for the children to directly choose, especially for the middle class families or something. The parents always want you to go to certain direction or to go to certain to take some certain opportunities with you can earn more money or you can establish yourself. And establishment means it was like mainly either you become a doctor, engineer, or something like this, the big profiles. Nursing was never a career, especially for men. But being very frank, uh, once I was a child, I have seen my mother was in hospital, and I have seen that we see. I knew that okay, doctor treats the patient. So all the credits, even for a common man, who they will think that okay, if a patient is being recovered, and if a patient is being cured, the total credit goes to the doctor because he does the treatment. But nobody really knows that 90% of the whole process played by a nurse. The doctor comes for a round, he just advises something and goes away. But the whole care was followed by a nurse. So from there, I was not a child, but I was a younger boy. I was in, I think, in 7th or 8th standard. Then these things attracted me a lot. So I decided that I want to be in this medical field. Not exactly, but I never wanted to be a doctor, being very frank. But my family, yeah, as I said you, that you don't have the privilege to choose on you, especially when you come from a middle class or a lower middle class family. I am from a very lower middle class family. So my dad wanted me to do something really big with that, like I can settle well in my career. So then I somehow I was very much affected with those things. I have seen very closely that how a nurse make that what to say impact in a patient's life, in a patient's recovery. So that impressed me a lot. So I was not knowing that even as a younger boy, I used to think that nurses are females, and that's what we have seen. Then when I completed my higher secondary, that time the first thing I heard about nurses that male nurses also can be there. So the first boom was there in 2017. Before that, we have seen like quite just a hand counted numbers in hospitals, male nurses. That too, especially in OTs or ICUs like that, but not in general field. So then I decided, even I didn't decide. I will give this credit to my dad, and still I'm very much thankful to him for taking this decision. I was not able to take that decision. He helped me a lot. So we did all the researches and how we can do it. So then yeah, we mutually decided, and my dad told me that you can do this, and then I was in Bangalore. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
nice.
the story.
Good, pretty interesting. So it seems that you were pretty clear that you always wanted to go into the medical field just to see the kind of impact that nurses actually create in the patient's lives, right? And this is a very important point, which many don't realize, that nurses are always considered in the back end, but in a patient's life, in patient's recovery, they are something that's very important.
Exactly. That's a very what to say. That's a very narrow-minded thing, especially in the third world countries. We always think that okay, doctor do the treatment and nurses are the assistant of a doctor.
Correct.
Even when I worked in India, especially when I started my career, even my job was to do that. But okay, now when I came to Germany, and also before coming to Germany, I have worked in I worked in a few big names in medical field, especially like big hospitals.
Mhm.
I was working in Fortis Hospital in Bangalore. So there, yes, we had some freedom. But when I came to Germany, I saw the difference clearly. Nurses are not doctor's assistant. Nurses are not someone who follows someone's order. Nurses have their own role. Nurses have their own specified role to play in a patient's life, and that's very much important to understand. Even till now, I can guarantee you that most number of nurses, even they are not clarified about their role. They are not take that greatness in their chest that yes, I am a nurse. I have my own pride. I have my own things to do. Even now, the society and the system made them to believe that you are the you are the assistant of a doctor. You have to just follow these protocols and you have to follow those rules. That's not really. Nurses have their own diagnosis to do, nurses have their own care plans to do, and those are not only documented. People do it, but only in documents. But here, especially, we see in the like big countries where actually nursing is a proud career. And yes, some a bit changed in India also. That after COVID, after COVID, people got to know okay, nurses also can do something extraordinary. So from there, some people got some praise, and yes, nursing got recognized.
Nice, great perspective, Akshay. Good to know, and I hope many nurses now realize after hearing this that they also are definitely respected, and their role definitely means something to the society which they are not aware of, but they should definitely stand with pride of their career and understand their role, that it's extremely very important. So good point to that. Cool, Akshay. So you mentioned that you are working in Germany right now. So we just wanted to understand, when was that first thought that came to you when you thought, hey, I now want to go abroad and start working there? What was that spark, or when did this entire thing happen when you decided now is the time that I want to go to Germany and work abroad as a nurse?
Okay, so there is a bit negative story behind this. So after completing my nursing, not after completing, when I was studying nursing, in our time it was allowed that out of your college time, you can, for practice, you can work as a nursing assistant in India as well. So I was working in a small clinic, in a multi-clinic. Then when I completed my nursing degree, the BSc nursing, then I started working in a hospital in Bangalore. Then there I have seen a lot of people. I was working in ICU, and there were some of my seniors who were preparing for being a nurse in abroad. So then I got the first opportunity to know about the thing, how things works. Because before that, I had literally zero idea how these things happen. That a nurse also can go abroad and work, and it's not only about earning money. It's a career. See, where I come from that point of view, going abroad is a big thing. We know that people go abroad just for tourist purpose or something like that.
Correct.
But I never knew that and also we have seen that when someone works in a big companies like ITs and all, they go for business trips and all. But being a nurse, I never knew that I also can, for working I can go abroad. I never knew that. So I got to know from my seniors, from my colleagues in hospitals. And then I got interested in that, we getting an international, international career or
exposure
perspective was a big thing.
Yeah.
That exposure is a big thing. So then I started researching on that. And that time, and I'm talking about 2018-19.
Okay.
Sorry, excuse me. It was about 2022-23.
Okay.
18-19, I was in college.
Okay.
So 2022-2023, and that time UK, United Kingdom, was in the news totally. So when I started researching, I got to know that people from India in a huge amount go to the UK. And we always heard about London, especially from UK. So I started daydreaming that I'll be working in London, this, that, something like that. but I didn't knew the process. So that was then as I like deep dived in the research, then I got more interest. So how things works. Even I'll say you a small story. I started with that process. I was doing thing. I got through an agency, but yeah, somehow didn't work. And as everyone says that everything happens for a reason, that didn't work out, and that's why I am sitting in Germany today. So that didn't work out. After that, I was a bit with negative mindset that no, this is not for me and something like that. I was a bit depressed. Then again, I stood up. I researched more. Then I got to know the Germany thing. Then yeah, I got into BorderPlus, and I'm sitting here.
Cool. Nice, man. I mean, amazing story behind it. A lot of research, a lot of depth, and a lot of guts to, sort of explore working internationally. Takes a lot of courage because it's not easy at all. There's a lot of finances involved, there's a lot of research involved, and when there's nobody to help you, that is when you're stuck the most. And especially when you said you tried UK but nothing worked out, any normal person would have said ki it's okay now, I won't be able to do it anymore, but still you fought again.
Exactly. After failing an attempt,
Yeah.
like losing a huge amount of money,
Yeah.
like I can say you in India that time it was I almost spent around 2.5 lakh rupees from my own saving. You know the salary of
Yeah.
nurses in India, right?
Yeah.
It's somewhere around 20 to 30,000.
Yeah.
And from there, saving 2.5 lakh, then spending that for a process, and that didn't work out. That was literally depressing. But like, we cannot stay depressed or just sit down
Correct.
with not doing anything.
Yeah.
So I told myself, no, let's get up and let's start it from zero again. I have nothing to lose. Okay, so just let's give it a go. Let's give it another go.
Okay.
So I did it. I took that courage. The thing is, for getting something big, you need to put things on stakes. You need to take that risk. So
Correct.
that's what I did. I just chose, okay, I already lost it. So let's take another chance. If I lose, I have nothing to lose. What will happen? 1 year will go from my life, some money will go from my life. That money cannot buy me or that money cannot define me. But if I crack that, my life will be something else.
Correct. Amazing mindset, man. Amazing mindset, Akshay. I hope a lot of nurses are actually learning from your learnings as well. Right. So amazing thing, man. Let's move ahead. Okay. So you said that you then started your Germany process, right? So you got to know about BorderPlus. Just tell us a bit more about how did you actually come to know about BorderPlus, and how was your German language learning process looking like back then? What were your toughest parts of this entire journey? Did you ever think that hey, I won't be able to do this as well? So any quick story that you can recall of?
Yes. That's the most interesting and most extreme phase of my life till here. And I can't believe, like, I'm talking to you now, but still I can't believe that, okay, things happened actually. I just can recall that day when I decided. The thing is, you know what? I'll tell you the whole story. When I decided myself to give another chance, I was researching. So, okay, UK is almost closed now. UK is not giving any more that caregiver visa.
Yeah.
So then in market, the Germany thing popped up. Somehow, I don't know, in internet all over everywhere, Germany. Then I got a small clip of Mr. Mayank Kumar. I knew him already because of the upgrade thing.
Yeah.
So suddenly that nurses listen up. So you can work it when that sound still sounds in my ears always. That nurses listen up. From that thing, I got somehow interested that I know this guy. So I saw Mr. Mayank Kumar. I saw the whole video. He started the BorderPlus, and that was the very then like in back then that time BorderPlus was very much new.
Okay.
So I got to know about I got interested in that video. I watched that video. Somehow I thought, let's contact them. What is it? Just because, okay, he is the founder of upgrade. So he is already a famous person, and when he is saying something, yes, trustworthy. Because the main thing is trusting someone in this business after losing
So much
in a
money.
place.
Yeah. Definitely.
That was the thing. But only thing is Mr. Mayankumar's face.
Yeah.
I thought this guy cannot lie.
Yeah.
Okay, so I inquired, and the thing is how they explain. I spoke to Radhani ma'am, I spoke to Praniti ma'am, and the way they explained me the whole program with a complete transparency, that I liked. And on the spot, I decided I want to do this. And they said me that maybe after 1 week, a new batch is going to start. So then they said, okay, a month of online online training, and after that you have to move to Pune. That time they had the only center in Pune, so you have to move to Pune for further things. Now that there was the biggest challenge. I was working in Bangalore, and in a month I have to quit everything. I have to move to Pune. That was a hectic thing for me to do.
Yeah.
Literally without having anything, because my family totally depends financially on me. I have to run my family. How the things will work out if I quit my job? Then, and also for doing the whole thing, also I need money. So then they said me that okay, we provide financial support as well. I got a loan, and even that too after that was a very with good terms and conditions. I got the loan, so I took that opportunity. Within, I think I have given in my hospital there was rule that I was working in Fortis back then, and the rule was I have to give 2 months prior notification if I want to quit the job, the resignation. Anyway, I didn't have that time, and the whole 1 month I did and I thought let's do the online training today if I like and if I think that I can do it, because the main thing was if you want to go to German language, that was a headache for me. How can I learn this German language? Although they said it's possible within 6 months, that time it was a burden on my head. I don't know how it is possible coming from I don't speak a very really good English or something, because I studied in English, and so I can speak a bit of English.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But from there, learning German language, that's a big thing. So I thought let's try the online thing. If I think that okay, I can do that, then I'll quit my job. Then yes, after doing the online course, I felt confident that okay, no, that it's not that hard. If I try, I can do it. It's not really that high. So okay, it's tough, but with good amount of practice and good amount of patience, people can do it. Okay. Then I somehow just before 5 days moving to Pune, I given the resignation. So that was a huge thing for me. I had to do emergency resignation, packing everything, packing my whole life from Bangalore to Pune.
Yeah.
I shifted in a small PG, 3 sharing PG. I got amazing people there.
Okay.
From my own batch.
Yeah.
I went to the first day to the BorderPlus campus.
Yeah.
And the motivational speech I got from them, that someone praised me for not only me, the whole batch, when they addressed the batch, okay, you did a great job by only choosing this thing. So from there the journey starts, that motivational thing. Then we started slowly. We did A1, A2, B1. Then the first step comes B1 exam.
Yeah.
I was literally stressed on the exam thing, but again, I believed on my training. I believed on my skills. That okay, the teacher, and we were doing mock tests before exam.
Okay.
And we were scoring good numbers in mock tests. So I just let go all the stress and things, and I told myself, let's sort it out. Just we need to go clearly to the exam center, and we will give a try what we know. That's all.
Yeah.
Nothing. It's not something a big war or something. We just need to write what we learned.
Correct.
So we did it, and almost the 90% of the batch cleared the exam in the first attempt. So then I celebrated that night.
Amazing.
We requested our teacher that we need 1 day off. Although it was an intensive program, we took 1 day off and we celebrated that night. That yes, then I was pumped up for B2. That yes, if I can do this B1, then B2. Yes, B2 was like harder. I thought we will do it.
Yes.
Then we started B2. Then B2 shocked us. That no, buddy, you cannot do it that easy.
Yeah.
So that was way more hard than we thought. But yes, with amazing teachers, amazing trainers, n numbers of mock tests, n numbers of viva, n number of practical things, tips, we did the B2 and then I did it at the first attempt again. And another thing was while going B1, while going B2, after completing B1, I got my first placement as well.
Wow.
So
amazing.
From the authority, I got to know that I have been shortlisted for the hospital I'm working right now.
Yeah.
One of the most prestigious hospital in whole Europe.
Amazing.
Not only a hospital, I'll tell you the name. The name of the hospital is University Medical Center Hamburg-Eppendorf. We call it UKE. In German, we call it University Klinikum Hamburg-Eppendorf. That's one of the most prestigious hospital of whole Europe, not only in Germany. And it's a massive size of hospital. It's a 1800 bedded hospital with a medical college and everything. It's a government hospital. Like here, the state is a Krankenhaus.
Yeah.
So I got shortlisted by them, and I had interview with them. When we did the interview, the first time I was talking with a foreigner. You know, we
For the first time in your life. You were talking with a
first time in my life.
Yeah.
First time in my life. We have seen them on TV, like foreigners.
Yeah.
I don't know who is German, who is like British, or who is from where. We just know foreigners.
Yeah.
Like the white people.
Correct.
I saw two of them on my screen for the first time. And they start, like, till now, we were doing the training from Indian teachers. We were learning Germans from Indian teachers. Then suddenly the actual accent from foreigners.
Yeah.
They speak their language, they speak in a different way.
Correct.
Then I started talking to them, and I was literally quite impressed with myself that yes, I am understanding them totally. So I carried out the whole interview, and after the interview, they praised a lot. We were 4 or 5 in the batch. Yes, we were 5 people on that batch of interview.
For the interview.
They praised all of us that you speak better German than we expected.
Wow.
That boosted me. That okay,
Yeah.
that's
Amazing.
something impressive that I didn't expect really. That okay, a German is praising an Indian that you speak good German than we expected. Fine.
That's a huge compliment.
Huge compliment. We took that compliment in a positive way. We started working for B2. Okay, clearing the interview, clearing the B2. After that, another struggling phase comes, waiting for the visa. That was another 5 to 6 months.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, please.
So Akshay, I just wanted to know, you mentioned your different phases of learning the German language, right? You went from A1 to A2 to B1 to B2. We just wanted to understand how the timeline of learning this language looks like from a student's perspective. Let's say a nurse wants to learn the German language. What can they expect? How fast can they learn? How much time will it actually take to learn the German language? If you can just double click on that, would be great.
Okay, I'll just take myself when I was new. I'll put myself in that place, and I'll tell you. When we started with the online journey, that was just 2 hours of learning in a day.
Okay.
2 hours of learning in a day along with walking, that quite already
Manageable.
stressed.
Yeah.
Okay, but still manageable.
Yeah.
We did it, and after that, they said already that you have to quit everything and you have to come to Pune for a full-time learning. And this full-time learning means almost 6 to 8 hours of learning in a day. Our classes used to be held from 8 or 8:30 in the morning till 3:30 in the afternoon. Even after 3:30 to 5:30 was our self-study time.
Okay.
Now, so you can count it from 8:30 to 3:30. 8:30 to actually 5:30.
Yeah.
Almost more than 8 hours of learning in a day. That's huge amount of learning in a day. The brain need to take that.
Correct.
It's not that the teacher is teaching something, you are learning that, and then you will be able to speak. No, not that. Your brain need to receive that. Like you have to build that capacity. After that, you have to practice on your own again. So that things become monotonous, very much monotonous. Now here is the catch. You have to break that monotone. A student who want to learn it, they have to be creative enough to do this. When you dive into the book always or dive into the notes always, what the teacher taught you, that doesn't work. I'm telling my perspective. I don't know how it works for others. For me, it's not always about reading things or doing that thing. You have to be creative. So what I used to do is, I started hearing a lot the language. I believe that when you hear things a lot, that stays in your mind. More than reading or more than other things, hearing helps a lot more. And also we have the 4 types of learning, that you have to read, you have to speak, you have to listen, and you have to write as well. But hearing is most important in my point of view. You can when you hear the things, that directly goes into your brain, that stays for a longer time. Okay, so that's how I did my things. I used to listen a lot of German podcasts, German videos, nothing normal, whatever you like. We are always on the phone, right? We are checking reels, we are doing things. So you have to make your internet feed, that should become German.
Mm-hmm.
That much you have to dive into German. When I was doing, initially everything was used to come in English or Hindi. Then suddenly when I started doing the German things, according to the algorithm, everything started coming into German.
Yeah.
So I used to read we have Deutsche Welle, there is a website. Our teacher used to refer that. So there you get plenty of newspapers, German news.
Okay.
I used to read the newspapers. I used to see news videos and normal podcast, German blogs, everything in German. That time I decided, okay, I will think German, I'll read German, I'll listen German, I'll eat German. Let's make everything German. Because it was an intensive training, so let's make it intensive actually.
Okay.
And also, along with that, I used to stay with 2 guys who were in the same batch of me of learning German. So that was more helpful. The difference in online and offline, a lot of people do online learning. For them, it takes years.
Yeah.
Because you are learning something, but you have nothing to practice.
Correct.
You do things better when you practice more, practice a lot. And practice means intensive practice. So we three used to share a room, and then we decided ourselves that okay, in our room we will not speak any other language rather than German. At least every day we'll use what we are learning. Obviously, like from the day one, it's not possible to communicate in German.
Correct.
We used to use our language, but okay, if we have learned Guten Morgen today, at least 3 times we will say in our room to each other's Guten Morgen to improve the pronunciation, and we will correct each other.
Yeah.
We are the teachers here and we are the students.
Okay.
So this is how I did the thing, and that helped me really a lot. And I'll be very happy to say, even those 2 guys are also in Germany.
Wow.
So
Amazing. Yeah.
I met them last month,
Ah,
and next week they are coming to meet me in my house. So yes,
nice. Yeah.
it's something dreamy.
So the key learning here is whenever you're learning a new language, in your case it was German, not only focus on what's being taught in the class, but also surround yourself with the type of language that you're learning. Be it your social media, be it your environment, your friends. Practice a lot more outside the classroom. Just apart from those 8 hours, whatever you do matters the most in your language learning process.
Exactly. You need to figure out your capabilities. You need to figure out which attracts you more.
Understood.
For me, I am a speaking guy. I'm not much into reading or something. If you give me something to read for a long time, I'll be bored. I cannot read books for looking aesthetic or something like that. I will rather take the audiobooks.
Okay.
So I'm hearing and speaking guy. So if you are a reading guy, then focus more into that. So what I mean is, first figure out your capabilities, your strengths. Use your strength along with you. Don't go against your strength. Okay, you are a talkative guy, and you suddenly stop talking and just reading things. Okay, because teachers said us to read this a lot of time. No, you don't need to do that. Teacher is helping you to learn. Teacher will teach you the grammar, but make your base strong and teach for you first. I think that you should be your teacher first of all. You need to figure out how you can learn better. That teacher will never be able to do that. Not any third person can do that. I'm practically saying that. Practically, you are the best person for yourself. So figure out that thing first. Figure out how you can do it creatively without being bored. Because forcefully, you can do things till a specific time. Things cannot be forced for lifetime. And this thing, you don't learn the German language just for the sake of learning thing, or just for the sake of clearing the visa. You should be very much happy to learn that. Then only you will be able to do that easily. Don't take stress on yourself. That okay, lots of things are going on. Okay, teacher said this much homework. Yes, you have to do that for the academic things. But out of that, you have to make your own time. You have to plan your own time accordingly. You have to plan your own learning accordingly. That helps you to not to be bored. When you become bored with that, that will totally
ruin the mood of learning a language.
Yes. Yeah, it will totally switch you off.
Correct. Yeah, definitely. Amazing insights there, Akshay. I mean, whenever a person is learning something, I think whatever you have suggested will help a lot of aspiring nurses who want to learn the German language a lot and who actually want to work in Germany. This piece of advice will definitely help them a lot, is what I feel. Amazing, man. Now coming to the most interesting part of this entire conversation, let's talk about your life in Germany. Tell us a bit more about where are you right now? How does a day in your life currently look like? What are the kind of things that you do on a daily basis? I mean, we'll go step by step. Let's just start with how are you living your life in Germany right now?
Okay, so currently I am in, we say it Hamburg.
Yeah.
And English we call it Hamburg.
Yeah.
Whatever you say. So I am in Hamburg. That's the second largest city of Germany, and that's in the northern part of the Germany. That's a port city, a beautiful port city, and one of the most historical city as well.
Okay.
With lots of, we call it with lots of greenery.
Okay.
Amazing, beautiful city. In German, people call it Stadt der Bäume. That means a city of trees.
Wow.
Not city of people, a city of trees. You won't see lot of skyscrapers or something. Yes, there are lots of old buildings. In a part of this city, there are some skyscrapers, but you will just feel that city in your blood when you come here. That cool breeze, that European architecture, amazing city. And currently in that city, I'm staying in Eppendorf, just next to my hospital. And as I said priorly, I'm working in University Klinikum Hamburg, Eppendorf. And people call that UK is another city in the Hamburg city. UK has its own world. UK runs its own city. Everything is there inside the campus. It's a huge campus, and I'm working there, and I'm just thankful to God. I'm just privileged that I'm thankful to BorderPlus as well, that they connected me to UK. After coming here from other people, I got to know that it's a dream for people to work in UK. Before coming, I was not knowing that. I was assuming just another hospital for others.
Okay.
But here, after coming here, I got to know about the respect and the reputation of this hospital. So it's more than 150 years old.
Wow. Amazing.
And it has his own amazing history. It has its contribution in the research field as well. This specific hospital has their own cardiac university as well, and I'm like very privileged to work in the cardiac center. That's one of the historical cardiac center in the whole world.
Wow.
This specific hospital has invented the cardiac like the synthetic cardiac muscle.
Okay. Amazing.
So
yeah.
Yes, and I'm working with those colleagues who work with that research. So having them around me, like I am just grateful, nothing more than great, like nothing less than that.
Yeah.
So that's my thought on that. And yes, now coming to the day, right now I am doing the so-called Anerkennung process, means the recognition process. It's not that, okay, you cleared your B2, you got your visa, going to Germany and settling in a hospital. No! Life will stuck you more. You have to wait. So the process is here. You have to come here. You have to be recognized. And for doing recognized, what is the recognition? It's not that as a person you have to be recognized. Your skills has to be recognized. What you learn in India, that has to be according to German standard.
Correct.
Yes, they praise us a lot. They compliment a lot that we have a really good nursing education system in India, but we need to know the nursing laws and we need to know the medical ethics more. So for that, we have to go through 6 to 8 months of another training here, and after doing that training, we have to appear an exam as well. Once you appear the exam and you clear the exam, before that you will be just a Pflegefachkraft. Means that's just a nurse.
Okay.
You are a nurse by profession, but not yet recognized.
Okay.
But once you clear that exam, you will be called examinierte Pflegefachkraft. And that means that you have been already examined and you are registered right now. You will be registered under the German Nursing Council.
Okay.
So that's the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have been here since 3-4 months.
Okay.
It's been 4 months, and I'm doing my recognition process right now. So right now I have to do both. I have to go work, and also I have to for UK it's a bit different. They have their own medical center and more own nursing teaching center as well. There, and for other hospitals it's a bit different. They comes here or some other centers. There are multiple centers in Hamburg where people do their recognition. That's a type of, they call it nursing school. You have to go once again to school to learn the ethics and more about the protocols here, and then you have to go for the examination. They will arrange for the examination. So I'm doing that right now.
Okay.
Usually what happens here in Germany, it's not a whole week working or something like that. Like everybody will know that Germany is famous for their work-life balance. Okay, nobody can force here to work overtime or something like that. Here it's very cool, very easy, take it easy, like that thing. Okay, people don't force you. You have to do it with on your own will.
Okay.
So the thing is, you have to work 5 days in a week, and you get the weekends off mostly. And uh, I'm going for 3 days in the station, means in the department to work in the wards, and 2 days I have to go to the school for learning.
Okay.
There they teach further language as well, the medical language, and also the protocols, the ethics.
Okay.
And in the department, in the whichever department you are being chosen for, there you have to learn the same thing you are learning in the school theoretically. Those you have to learn it here practically. You have to perform it here practically, but under someone's surveillance.
Okay.
You will be having a mentor here. So some mentor will be assigned for you also, and one observer will be there
Okay.
the whole time. So it's yes, I do work shift wise, but thankfully I don't have night shifts right now because I have to go for the schools and sort of like that. Until I am being recognized, I'll not be having night shifts here. And here, another interesting thing is, especially I don't know about other hospitals. In my hospital, there is no forcefulness of doing night shifts.
Okay.
Okay, people can choose their own shifts.
Wow.
Okay, that yes. Like there is a very much comfortable work culture here. Here, your in charge or boss is not actually your boss. They are your colleagues. So you can just directly go and tell, I would like to do the morning shifts. So he will figure it out how they can do it. Maybe sometimes in the afternoon shifts and like that. And there are people who choose night shifts on their own. So that's their own choice. And people get paid for extra for doing night shifts. Okay. And if someone decides to work on the weekend, that's their own choice, and they get paid extra for that, for giving their weekend to the hospital. So that's a big thing here. So yeah, I'm doing I'll not say it's stressful. Quite a few especially for the new who are like freshers, they can call it stressful because it's their first time logically. But yeah,
correct. Yeah.
Like as I worked in India before, comparing to that here, it is like pretty
must be very
cool and very easy thing to do. Yeah. But yeah, you have to be very strong mental because you have to manage so many things.
Exactly. And that's what I want to talk about next. What we talked about right now was your work life. But whenever you have, let's say, free time in your life, how does your life look there? What are the various things that you do there? Have you gone to various places to visit? Did you do some sightseeing?
Yes. That's an interesting question. Okay, so here, when you come here to Germany, in India we have work culture, the workplace, the boss, so-called boss, they will talk to you only about your work.
Yeah.
Here, things are a little bit different. Your boss will talk to you about your days, how you are carrying out your days as an international people, as an international staff. So, being an immigrant, you don't know about the city much, you don't know about the country much. And like you will think, like for us going to a holiday or something, it's a pretty big thing. We do it very rarely in India. Correct. As we have our habits. Like once in a year or something like that.
Correct.
Here things are different. Your boss or your colleagues, they will encourage you that as you have the weekends free, use it creatively. So yes, I have been to quite a few places. Although there are plenty things in Hamburg to offer you, I haven't explored the whole city. That's quite impractical. Yes, I have been to a few historical places. There is a interesting thing in Hamburg that's called Friedhof Park. That's like a cemetery. It's a cemetery converted into a park. That's a beautiful concept, and much people will not know about that. That's the biggest park in the world.
Wow, is it?
So you will go there and you will see different perspective of life. One side a cemetery, one side a green field. People are playing, like the adults are playing. After that, you will get to see the kids play area. Okay, you will see some water bodies. So you will see different phases of life there.
Amazing.
So, and also it's as I said, it's a port city, and we have something called Deutschland ticket. That's a transport card
Okay.
that you can use throughout Germany. Once you have that card, you don't need to buy any other tickets for any government. We call it
Public transport.
sorry. Yeah, for public transport.
Okay.
Because of the German,
Yeah.
my English have become very
No
bad.
worries, no worries.
So yeah,
For the public transport, you meant you have a card.
yes.
Uh,
For that, you can use your buses, trains, local trains, fast trains, not the express trains, but for the normal fast trains. You
Okay.
can take that.
Hmm.
We call it regional trains here.
Okay.
And then the ferry you can take. You
Hmm.
can take trams. You can take sometimes cycles, electric scooters. A lot of things are included in that.
Okay.
So yes, you can use that for as well.
Hmm.
And using that, I have been to two nearby beach cities, like not cities, beach towns.
Hmm.
Very like old, laid back European towns,
Okay.
old back European beaches,
Okay.
beautiful places. I have explored a bit,
Hmm.
and also I have been to a nearby. We call it how to say. There is a very old church also here that we call it the Michel's Church.
Okay.
It's like lots of people, if you search about Hamburg,
Hmm.
it comes on the top 5 things to do to
Okay.
visit the Michel's Church. That's a historical architecture.
Hmm.
So yes, quite a few places I have visited, and
Nice. Amazing.
I have planned although my next 6 months.
Amazing. That's a good thing to do as well. Cool, Akshay. I mean, I think you're.
And also, yeah, now it is summer in Hamburg, and I like to do swimming as well.
Okay.
Here, lots of public swimming places being opened.
Oh.
So here you cannot. Lots of water bodies are there, but not like the other places. You just can go and dive and swim there. No, that's totally illegal things to do here. So there are places that public swimming pools actually.
Hmm.
So you have to go to those protected areas if you want to do swimmings and all. There are public places. I go a lot of swimming whenever, like in Hamburg, in Europe, whenever the temperature goes more than 20, it's called very like summery vibe. So you will see lots of people in open parks and the swimming pools. So yeah, I have got that habit also a bit.
Nice.
Yes, I go do swimming, cycling, walking in the parks.
Amazing. Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Looks like you're having the time of your life there in Germany.
Exactly. Like I believe on one saying that okay, your time will come and you will get everything you have worked for. You just need to have patience.
Correct.
That's what. Life will give you everything if you give things to life. That's what I
Correct.
believe.
Amazing learning, Akshay. Amazing. Now you said that you have roamed so many places. You had a lot of fun, but all of these things come at a cost, right?
Yes.
And if you want to, let's say, roam anywhere in India, the cost of having a leisure life in India versus in Germany must be very different, right? So tell us, how do you manage all of your expenses? How much are you able to save at the end of each month? How much does your rent look like? How does your rent look like? The groceries? Basically, just tell us about the general cost of living for you in a city like Hamburg.
Okay. So let's break down it.
Yeah.
That would be better.
Yeah.
Like as I'm in Hamburg is really a costly city.
Okay.
So you don't need to compare it to any small towns or something. Okay, if you are in the big cities, the costs are going to almost same. Like if you take Munich, Hamburg, Berlin, Frankfurt, Köln, Düsseldorf, these are the first tier cities where you have to pay pay a little bit more than the other places. Okay, so this is, and on top of that, I am staying in Eppendorf. That is one of the most costliest place in Hamburg, because that's my own choice. You can, like, people can have their own choices. Okay, let's talk about the rent first of all. That's the biggest expense goes to the rent, and rents are very high in not only in Hamburg, in whole Germany, in whole Europe. Rent is the biggest thing here. Now rent, I pay around 700 euros per month because I share a 2-bedroom apartment with another person. So our rent is somewhere around 1400 to 1500. That depends monthly, because the 1400 is the base rent, and after that here are lots of taxes, TV tax, and you have to pay for the, like, electricity, water, this, that. Okay, something like that. Things are there. So monthly, somewhere around 10 euros, you have to pay the TV tax, so-called TV tax. Either you have a TV or not, you have to pay the tax. Either you watch TV, you don't watch TV, you have to pay the tax. That's how laws works here. Yeah. So including all those in rent. So that will be in Hamburg, 700 to 750 euros per head will be good enough to have your own room in Hamburg. If you take a studio apartment, if you want to, if someone want to stay alone, if you take a studio apartment, a single room apartment, that will be that also you will get somewhere within 900 to 1000 euros. Okay, I'm talking that you will get in 900 euros. That's costly in Indian rupees. Somewhere around 1,20,000, 1,10,000, something like that.
Pretty costly.
So that's quite high. But if you go a little bit in the countryside, or in the cheaper sides, or in the affordable places of the city, you can get a house also somewhere within 500 to 600 euros as well. This is totally a personal choice. House. Okay, because housing, everybody has their own choice, own preferences. So I preferred this. I don't like to travel a lot for working. So that's why I chose the nearby place, and because this is a posh area, so next to the hospital, so that costs me more, and I have to afford that somehow. Because and if you are ready to travel, that you can save another 200 to 300 per month easily. So yes, the housing rent starts from 500. It's always better if you have a roommate. Like if you have a flatmate, not roommate things doesn't work here, because everybody has their own room. Okay, but starting from 450, 500 euros, it can go to infinity numbers. Okay, you can have your own mansion also here. So it starts from basic rents are 450 to 500. Then the mid range, which mostly people takes, that's around 700 to 800, or let's take 900 maximum, not more than that.
Okay.
Now, second biggest thing, groceries. Okay, you cannot rely here eating every day in restaurants or something like that. Nobody is there to do it for you. You have to cook on your own if you want to save money. If you want to eat every day outside, that's going to cost you something that you are not ready to afford for anybody, because that will go beyond your salary. Because here restaurants are a bit fancy. Because it's not like India that you get 80 rupees or 100 rupees meal.
Correct.
So that's not possible here. Anytime you go, okay, let's come to that point later. Let's talk about groceries. Groceries for a single person, if you like, it will be easy again when you are sharing with someone, because like cooking things, groceries, it's almost same for one person and two person. Like little bit of difference.
Okay.
If you go solo will be more costlier, obviously. But if there are two person, that will be divided and it will be very easy.
Okay.
And so I can say you, if you share, then it will cost you somewhere around 200 euros will be good enough per month. Okay, if even with good amount of non-veg things. If you are a veg person, little like difficult here because you don't have lots of
Correct.
choices here.
Yeah.
You have to rely only on cheese and breads and like vegetables are not that much
Okay.
varied here like India. So and vegetables are mostly costlier than meat here.
Oh, that's
Some
very
are
interesting.
there,
Yeah.
right? Especially the Indian vegetables, what we know as vegetables. Okay, like if you take bottle gourd, okay, one bottle gourd will cost you somewhere around, if I say Indian amount, that will be somewhere around 600 or 700 rupees.
Wow.
Okay. But that you will get in some 50-60 rupees.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. But here people eat lot of potatoes that you will get in a cheap price. Okay. So cheap in the sense, cheap according to this place. Not cheaper than India.
Yeah.
In India you can get some 40-50 rupees kilo.
Yeah.
Not more here.
Yeah.
So coming to the point, you will need somewhere around 200 to 250 will be good enough. Okay, if you eat a lot also, if you are a foodie person, then also 250 rupees are good enough. Okay, again, like so-called negative thing in point of view from an Indian, here beer is cheap than water. Okay, people who drinks beer, for them it's a heaven. I'm not promoting as well.
But it's just a fact that you're saying.
But it's a fact. It's a fact.
Okay.
If you go buy a bottle of water outside, mineral water, that will cost you 1.5 euros, 2 euros. Okay, a liter of water. If you go buy a can of beer, that will cost you somewhere 35-40 cents.
Oh wow, amazing.
Like 40 rupees in India. So that's another thing.
Yeah.
So yes. And if you go alone with the grocery, if you stay alone, then it can cost you somewhere around 250, 300, most max to max per month.
Okay.
That I'm telling on the maximum level. Now again, your preference, you can make it lower also.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the grocery thing. Now coming to transport. For transport, just I mentioned you, right? I have a Deutschland ticket. That's a transport card. So that includes all of your public transports, and you need to pay 59 euros per month.
Okay.
And for me, it's a bit different because I don't need to pay 59 because my hospital provides me that card, and I have to pay only 40 euros for that. 40 euros for that. Not even 40, 38 euros I pay.
Okay.
And the remaining amount my hospital pays for me.
Okay.
So these things you won't get everywhere. Those depends on like hospital to hospital, and yes, like that.
Okay.
And if you go one day outside to eat something, that will be one meal. If you buy in, let's take in McDonald's or KFC, these kind of things, then you can get a meal within 10 to 12 euros.
Okay.
But if you go to a restaurant, here restaurants, as I mentioned earlier as well, here restaurants are fancy. Here restaurant means that has to be fancy. Restaurants are not like here you won't get those street side restaurants or something like that. We call hotels in India. Hotels means here people where they stay. Like here in Germany.
Yeah.
And restaurants are literally fancy restaurants. And there at least 30 to 35 euros per head, a single meal.
Okay. That's expensive.
Mostly.
Actually. Yeah.
Yes. Mostly. Some affordable options you will get, but still affordable options also it will cost you somewhere 15-20 euros, nothing less than 20 euros in restaurants. But yes, the fast food things, these kind of, like as I said, McDonald's, KFC, lots of Burger King, lots of different types of chains are there here. And also like bakeries are there, breads are very famous here. Breads, cakes, these things also a lot of people rely on. So on those things are cheap. If you want to have a meal with those things, you can get it within 10 euros. Or also here in people eat a lot of salad.
Okay.
Okay, for salad, you will get so in supermarkets there are salad bar separately. So there you can make your own salad and buy.
Okay.
That also a affordable option. A lot of people do that also on regular basis, and that's a healthy choice as well. So yes, starting from 10 euros, yes, but nothing less than 10 euros. You won't get anything less than 10 euros. Only you will get French fries in 4 euros, 3 to 4 euros. No meal less than 10 euros if you want to eat outside. And that's not a good idea here. You cannot survive here for a long time then.
Correct.
So yeah, if you want to eat outside starting from 10 euros, again, mid ranges are 30 to 40 euros, then yes, you can go to any big fancy restaurants that will cost you some 100, 200 euros as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
And these are the main three expenses. Rather than that, you don't have any expenses here. Okay, now if you ask me about how much I am saving.
So I'll ask you a question this way.
Yes.
Just tell us about how your salary was looking like in India. How much were you saving then, if you were able to save anything that time, versus how does your salary look right now, and how much are you able to save, or how much are you trying to save, and how are you able to send that money back home? If you can give us, comparison between these two, that would be great.
I'll tell you, when I started working in India, I started with a 10,000 rupees salary. Then when I left my job, my last job, I used to get somewhere around 40,000. I was working as an ICU nurse, as an ICU senior nurse, and that's a good amount of salary in India for nurses. 40,000, I was getting exactly 44,623 rupees.
Okay.
So that was my salary in India, and that's a quite high salary in India for nurses.
Okay.
That's not a regular salary. If you go to a good hospital, if you work in a good hospital, then you get this salary. In the branded hospitals. Like if you take the name, if you want me to take the names, like if you're working in Manipal, Fortis, or Apollo, or Max, in this kind of hospitals you get those salaries. Not in all hospitals.
Okay.
So that's the scene in India. And also along with that, I used to do some freelancing, this, that. So including everything, I used to earn somewhere, doing a lot of extra works, lot of overtimes. I used to make somewhere around 60,000.
Okay.
That too in a city like Bangalore. 60 to 65,000 monthly.
Okay.
After paying my rents, this, that, I used to, I don't know how much I saved after running my family. I had literally maybe some thousands, some 3,000-4,000 per month I used to save. That's the real picture from my side.
Okay.
But usually that's my story. And in Hamburg, I started with the salary. The gross salary is somewhere around 3,000 euros. And little bit more than 3,000 euros. I don't remember the exact amount, but more than 3,000 euros.
Yeah.
And also, just because I'm working in the cardiac center, I get little more extra. Like when people work in specialized wards, cardiac center or oncology, or intensive care or pediatric. When people work in those departments, then they get a little bit of extra.
Okay.
And after all, Germany has a huge tax deduction system. And after deducting all my tax, insurance, after everything, I get 2,100 euros in hand.
Okay.
So I will from the 2,100 and some 45 euros like that.
Okay.
And after all my expenses, I can save easily 1,000 euros per month. Easily, I'm saying. If I try more, I can do more. But I don't restrict myself that much for money. Yes, I need money. My family needs money. But yes, at the same time, I have worked that much. So I need to be a little bit relaxed as well with that.
Yeah.
I don't restrict myself that much financially. But if some people are there, if you restrict little more, you can save up to, I'll say, 1,100 or 1,200 euros.
Okay.
That's my story I'm telling. But others, if you and because I'm working in a big hospital, so the salary is bit like. Although in Germany the salary, like the pay scale is like binded, you have a specific pay scale wherever you work, whichever city, whichever towns. When people are working in the small towns in the village side here, they save a lot. I have colleagues who are saving from the day one. There's from the month from the first month they're saving up to 1500 1600 euros.
Wow.
Don't believe that. Again, also people are there in the city, in my city, in my hospital, my colleagues who are able to save up to 50,000, 60,000. Again, things depends on how you
How
live
you
your
spend your life, how you spend your money, how you
Exactly.
live your lifestyle a lot. But that's a massive
Yes.
shift compared to India versus Germany. That's
totally.
definitely a lot.
1,000 euro means in Indian rupees now
It's more than that. Yeah.
120,000 rupees. So that's that's I'm saving actually.
Mhm.
That's double of my salary.
Correct.
That is double of my income. That's I'm saving after all my expenses. Okay, I have a beautiful house here. I got a beautiful house here, which I could show that, but little bit messy. I cannot do that. And
It's
also
fine.
previously think
Some other day.
someone else is there.
No worries. Some other day.
So having after everything comfortably, I'm telling you, if people try, they can go up to 1,000 euro per month easily,
Okay.
even after staying in this city.
Wow. That's great.
I do spend, but I don't do that much restrictions. But again, I have some of my own restrictions because yes, at the end of the day, the money matters. We came here for the money as well. Yes, we came here for a good life, and also the money also that matters. So I need to take care of my family. I need to save. So yeah, you can save in Indian rupees. I'll say you can save up to 1 lakh easily if you
Amazing.
try.
Hmm.
Yes.
That's a very good insight and very good benefit of working in a country like Germany, that you are definitely able to save for yourself and more importantly save for your family, right? And that's
Yeah.
one of the biggest reasons nurses are now going to abroad, just so that they can support their families, and which is something you are also actively doing, right? So Akshay,
That makes sense, right?
yeah.
You have lots of people are studying the nursing in private colleges.
Yeah.
As even I did that. There are not n number of government nursing colleges where you can study with less cost. And studying nursing is even a costly thing.
Correct.
Your parents expense that much money on you. If you take on today's day, I think minimum 7 to 8 lakhs a person spend on doing a degree of nursing.
Correct.
So after doing that in India, I don't know if I have given that much money back to my parents. I worked more than 3 years in India. I don't know. I know. Obviously, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
So that's a big difference. First difference.
Correct.
Yeah, but that's life. That's how
Amazing.
things work.
Yeah. Amazing to learn a lot from you today, Akshay. I think we have pretty much covered a lot of things, starting with your background, learning the German language with BorderPlus, and now finally working in Germany. One final question, if I were to ask you, let's say
Okay.
you are talking to an aspiring nurse who wants to start his or her career in Germany. What is that one piece of advice that you would like to give to an aspiring nurse who wants to work in Germany? What would that one thing be, as a senior, as someone who is now working there firsthand, who is living the life every nurse is actually dreaming of? What would that one advice be? If you could just summarize your thoughts in 1 or 2 lines, that would be great.
Sure. Okay. So first of all, I'll not say that India is bad. Not at all. That's my country, and I am extremely proud of my country. I hold extreme pride on my chest that I come from India. I did my education in India, and even people here compliments that a lot. But now the thing is the infrastructure, the society, the system actually is not that ready for nurses yet. So for that reason or for any other reason, for exploring the career more internationally, if you have decided to be a nurse working in abroad, first of all, pat your shoulder. You have made a extreme decision for yourself. And now the thing is the main advice what people need to get, and much people that there is a thing, the success is on Monday morning, and mostly people quit on Sunday evening. So you just need to have patience and believe in yourself. Just have patience, just keep giving. Don't ask yourself that okay, give me right now back. Stop asking from your life. Just rely on your thought. Okay, how to say, combine your thought and your skills together, and then keep working hard. Okay, have patience. Working hard doesn't mean that always working or always studying. No, don't do that. Give yourself time every day. Relax yourself. Have a peace of mind and do not quit. Main thing in India is, especially for Indian kids, Indian youth, the main thing is lack of confidence. Have confidence in yourself. You are already good. You are already enough. You don't need my advice to do that. Just only thing I will say, believe in yourself. If you have made that decision, if you have that thought, already you are here. Okay, I'm nobody to give you any advice. Like saying to the candidate, you don't need my advice. You are good enough for yourself. The thing is, mostly people don't believe themselves. Always they are in doubt. Can I make it? Shall I quit it? I don't know. I have fear for that. Like these thoughts, leave those thoughts. Let them settle down. Just think, yes, I can do that. If I have come so far, I can do that. Just always, whenever you are in stress, just sit down in a silent place, calm yourself, and just think, I can do it. Just believe in yourself. Main problem, again I'm saying, is lack of confidence. Have confidence in yourself. Have pride in your chest that yes, you have done it so far. If you have done it so far, you will do it in future as well. Nothing is impossible. Main thing is nothing is impossible. What you have to lose? We don't have anything to lose in life. If we get anything, that's a good outcome. So just keep giving. Stop asking always that where is my outcome? Where is my outcome? On that stress, people forget to live. So live. And another thing is love what you are doing. People do it for forcefulness. Don't do it for sake of doing it. Do it with whole heart. That would be my advice. That's how I have done it. So I'm not that great enough to give someone advice, but this can be a piece of saying I can say to anybody younger or elder or anybody who is watching this podcast. Just have patience and trust in yourself. That's all.
Amazing piece of advice, Akshay. I think this is something that most people forget. I mean, they know that this is something that they can do for themselves, but they don't realize that this is something that they need to have confidence in themselves in the first place, after which they can, achieve greater heights, reach new places. But yeah, that's a really important piece of advice, not for any nurse, but anyone in general who wants to achieve new heights in their career. This is definitely a great...
Exactly. You know what? People who are there in any career, any profession, if you are in that profession, someone has hired you you are working in a company or you are working on a government or something, whatever job you are doing, or you are self-employed, whatever you are doing, you are good enough. That's why you are doing that. So people forget that you, for compliment yourself that you are doing well. Now the thing is, somewhere maybe some 19 base is there that you have to figure it out.
Correct.
That's all.
Cool. Thank you so much for your time, Akshay, today. We had a great conversation. Saw a full spectrum of how your life changed from a small town in India to a good tier 1 city now in Germany. I hope a lot of nurses watching this podcast will get a lot of value, and thank you so much for your time. I hope you will have a great career ahead. The entire BorderPlus team wishes you the very best, and we definitely hope that you achieve even greater heights more in your success after this stage of your career. Thank you so much, Akshay.
Thank you so much, Aditya, for having me here. And thank you once again to BorderPlus to connecting me to this life. Yes, I won't say BorderPlus have done everything, but yes, the thing is BorderPlus have connected me. I'm grateful to all those leading staffs, all those trainers, teachers, each and everybody who worked for me, who worked for my dream, who had made my dream, who have turned into success. I thank everybody from the bottom of my heart, and I am very much privileged. I'm very much thankful to be here with you. That okay, my advices or my sentences, my speech will help someone else. I'll be very much happy to help someone in this. That okay, someone have made their career out of my words. That would be a privilege. That would be a blessing for me.
Definitely.
And yeah, that's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Akshay.